blank. Okay. Hallo baby.
Hi Maren,
Gaan dit?
baie goed, dankie.
Dis mooi, dis mooi.
Lekker om hier te wees.
Dis ja, ek is ook excited. Ek het tot letterlik 'n halfuur gelede was ons besig om die recording te doen vir die workshop donderdag. Dit het baie langer gevat as wat ek gedink het dit gaan vat. So dis is nou 'n
So daar's
rush.
baie inligting.
So ek is besig om Provitas te eet hier want ek het nog nie geëet vanmiddagtyd nie. Soos julle my sien eet dan weet julle hoekom.
Sop gemaak, jy kan kom sop eet.
Oh, tog. Party daar so gejaag. Anyway. Okay, babe, I'm going to give you the floor because you're probably not going to get much in later.
All right. Welcome, everybody. Thanks for coming and joining us here tonight. Nice to have you with us. So the plan tonight is to take Elize's business because she's progressed quite a bit. She's got a I help statement sorted. She's got a lead magnet sorted, a landing page sorted. So we just thought maybe this is a perfect opportunity to take somebody who's fairly new at all of this through the process as though it was our own business. So what we would be doing straight away as newbies, obviously with the hindsight of all the knowledge we've got, but what you now can implement straight away without having to go through all the pain and get all the scars that we've had to enjoy over the last 10 years or so. So now this exactly what we're going to show you for Elize's business, you can implement in your own business. Okay, so when Maren is talking about optimizing the social media, you're going to do exactly the same after this call or tomorrow or this weekend and optimize your social media. Maren's showing you a post for how she can promote her lead magnet. You can copy that exactly and go and do exactly the same thing for your own business, etc., through the whole process. So all over to you, Maren. I've used my words for the day. Thanks very much.
Okay, thank you very much. Elize, do you want to just unmute yourself?
Ja.
Okay, en die eerste ding wat ek wil hê is jy moet asseblief jou naam uitspreek want Steven spreek dit een manier uit en ek spreek dit 'n ander manier uit.
Okay, so jy spreek dit uit Elize.
Elize. So nie een van ons was reg nie. Elize. Okay, Elize. Nou moet ek my hele kop om dit kry om te sê Elize. Okay, Elize. Awesome. All right. I'm going to speak English. Yeah. Yeah, I'm going to speak English again. So I'm going to take, I want to start off with your Facebook page. Elize, you've done an amazing job with everything and I love the branding and I love how it's flows through everything you've done. And now I just want you to continue doing that. Did you create these pictures or did you get them from somewhere? Because they're really cute. The same with your lead magnet, all these little pictures.
So most of it comes from Canva.
Oh, really? Okay, awesome.
Yes.
It looks...
Is that the free version or the paid version?
I'm still on the free version, actually. I haven't upgraded it. I want to.
Okay, no,
you don't need
to at the moment.
Yeah, you don't need to at the moment because this looks amazing. It's really fantastic. So I'm going to start off with your Facebook just because this is where you're going to have to start promoting. And there's just a few things here that I want you to look at. So you've only got one child, is that right?
Yes.
Looking at this picture. Okay, perfect. So I love your, let's just first talk about your Facebook and optimizing this to its full extent. So I love what you've done here. I know that you love your name of Vrye Vrede, however you pronounce that. I would like you to say even more here, vreugdevolle gesinsverhoudings. Like, tell me more about what it is, like building
faith-based families.
Yeah, like, and say that.
Just something short, just like a tagline.
Yeah. Vrye Vrede, like building faith-based families or building solid faith-based relationships within the family. Just something more that tells me a little bit more about what it is. But I mean, obviously I can see this has got something to do with kids, which is great. Keep the same picture, keep the same thing, just expand a bit more here. And then it's just because this page, a lot of people are not going to do it, and I want them to do it, is make somewhere, put here a click here or learn more, or you know what I'm saying? Some button, which you can also get on Canva. And then even on the button, you can write, I told someone this morning on the call, on the button, write, click here, of weet, vir meer inligting, of so iets van die aard. So anything that will make them click on that thing, whether it's a star or whatever, because I want people to click on that cover page. And then I want you, let me just move over these faces. And then I want you to edit this, and really, this is where you can go into some explanation. Okay, so you know how everyone wants to keep on putting all the explanation into their niche statement? This is now where you can say all those things about, are you a family, or are you a mum who wants to do. I'm gonna, let me just quickly bring up mine. I don't want to go on yours. Okay, so can you see, I talk about customers are the lifeline of your business. Without customers, we can't make sales. Without sales, we don't have a business. Like, I'm talking about what it is. If you're still struggling to attract the right customers who can't wait to buy your products, and you're ready to increase your sales, can you see? So I'm hitting the pain points. In dis presies wat jy wil doen. You want to hit those pain points and say, are you a mum that sometimes think you're failing at motherhood, and that you're so scared that you're not building up all those pain points that you gave me? Start doing a paragraph for me on this. In fact, I've actually created some posts for you, but I'll get to that. You can even use some of that into that. And then you've got to have the link that leads to your lead magnet. In fact, probably the post that I've done will be a good one to put in here as well. Because then the link to your lead magnet must be here in this, so that it's another option for them to press on, where they can download and they can get onto your email list.
Can I just ask, does everybody understand what Maran's getting at here so far? So somebody's going to land on your Facebook profile immediately, who you are, what you do, how you can help me. Then if they click on this, in the description here is going to be agitating a few pain points, and then the link, if that's your agenda at the moment for this. So this is the agenda here, is to drive people to download the lead magnet so that you can start building up an email database. So nothing about selling yet. We're going to delay the sale. So that's the only lesson you take out of today, is to delay the sale. Okay, not everybody's ready to buy. We just want to get them into our ecosystem. And how are we going to do that? We're going to give them something very, very valuable for free that they want to download, and they're going to hand over the email in return. So all of you can do the same for your own businesses. Agitate a few pain points here, and then your lead magnet link if you're a beginner. If you're further advanced and you're selling your next workshop or whatever, obviously that's going to be your link in there.
Okay. So then we go down, love the photo. It really shows family. I mean, I know I always say have your own photo, but I mean, just because you are such a family person, I think this is beautiful. Then I first want to go into this bio here. So I would change this bio into your niche.
Maren,
Yes.
en dat daai laaste kant wat jy nou daar
Ja.
bo toe jy
Ja, heel bo.
daai cover page, hoe kom jy daar, of wat?
So just click on the cover page, just click on it. And if it's your own, hang on, let me just, sorry, I've got all your photos here in front of me. Let me just get over to mine so that I can do it. So there will be an edit button like this on your own profile. I haven't got it on Elise's now because it's obviously hers, but on your own, you'll have an edit button. You click the edit button, and now you can actually go in there and you can edit the whole thing.
So you click on the page and then this will come up.
On the cover page, yeah. So hang on, let me just go.
Cover picture.
Cover picture. So this is my cover picture here. You see how the little hand goes? There's the little arrow. And then as soon as I put it on the thing, there's a little hand.
Yeah.
So click on it. It'll open it to here and then go down. So if you've got nothing there, the edit button will be sitting right here at the top, and it'll just be blank in front here. And then just click edit, and then you you post whatever you want to in there.
Thanks.
But Maren, you say, and you don't have it on there, but what you should have is a button.
Yeah.
Okay, because not everybody is going to know to click that profile picture, especially if they're new to social media. So you're better off having the button.
I was actually showing this morning, but even on those, I didn't have a button. But before how some of my other ones, I wonder if I've got, I don't think this really, let's just see if I've got any cover photos that's got maybe.
But you're just going to Canva and you make your profile picture with a little
like that. There's a click here. There's one that I did there, like that. So this was for something specific. So I did click here. So I wanted people to, and when they click there, it'll take them to that where they can read things. Or can you see here, it says for weekly business tips, whatever that one said was, oh, that was when I was promoting the podcast, link in my bio. But that could have been your click here to learn more. So just, it's like with little arrows and stuff that there's another click here. That's just how you can get people to take an action.
Because not everybody knows that they can click your profile picture.
Sorry, let me just.
Yeah. So when you're in Canva, just have a join here or something.
Or even just take the element that's like oval round that looks like a button so that you can actually write your own thing on it. Like you don't have to use the English click here or whatever. They will have them, but you can just use that like overly flat element and then change the color to what you want and then just write your own text over that. Okay, so then I want to go to the side here. So definitely just edit this. Again, the button will be there and just put in your niche statement there so that people know exactly what you're doing. Now, if you can, try and make your niche statement even shorter, like leave all the fluff behind so that there's enough space there that you can put the link for your lead magnet again in there as well. So you want to try and put your lead magnet in as many places as possible, because somewhere along the line, hopefully someone will click on something and they will download it. So we just want to make it like as many places as possible that's permanently on your site. So same in Instagram, you can put one link in the bio and you can do that. I'll show you some other ways to do it as well. Maybe not tonight, but I will. So just so just update that and make sure that the lead magnet link is in there. And then here, I would definitely put a little bit more. Just say who you are, or like there's things that you can fill in here. I said I think it was to Leonie, was it for you this morning? Yeah, that I said, you don't need to put like what school you went to or what university you went to, or unless it's relevant. You know what I'm saying? Like unless it's like a medical professional or whatever, and it's, you went to some fancy university to get your degree, absolutely. But like for me, to put down that I got my degree at Tikkies doesn't make any difference to, my credibility, if I can put it that way. We maybe with a doctor or, someone like that, it will make a difference. So just think of what's relevant and then just put a little bit more in there. Again, I'll just show you mine because I think it's just, where we know. Yeah. So I've just got profile. I didn't even put that. I don't know where Facebook put that in. I didn't. So I've just got my work, and that obviously links straight to my business page. Oh, I did actually got my university. I didn't even know that. Where I'm from, the only reason I've put Joburg is because I don't want everybody to know where I live now. And then I'm married to Stephen. Like I haven't got a hell of a lot there, but then make sure that you put in any websites, URLs, anything else that you've got. So if you have got a website, put it in there. If you don't, maybe just link it to something else like Instagram, or just link. Have you got an Instagram account as well? Or are you just on Facebook for now?
Both Facebook and Instagram.
Okay, so maybe then just link it straight back to Instagram. I think you've got all the options here. Let's just quickly have a look. What do they say these days? Website there's your social links. So I should actually do this as well. I should actually add in my social links and put more things in there. I don't know where that digital creator came from. Okay. Oh, there I have got a Spotify. I wonder why it's not showing that. Because that will be my podcast, and the Instagram is there. I wonder why it's not showing those. Maybe that's just friends. So let's quickly make that public. That's another thing. So make sure that everything is public. So when it's the little world, it's public. And wonder why this one's not showing. And when it's the little people, the little person icon there, only your friends can see it. And if it's locked like that, only you can see it. So make sure that anything that you want the public to see is public. So really, I must change my email here to maren@marenbarnard.com, and then I can make that public as well. Okay.
Are those friends private? Just out of interest. No,
Yeah,
not
so
yours. Like Elisa's.
no, this is mine, but that's fine.
Yeah,
Okay,
yeah.
so let's go back there. Okay. Okay, so this is another thing that you must quickly go and do is at the moment, I can see all your friends. Okay, this is something that when you're using your business for your profile for business, it's really good to make your friends not visible to other people. So just go in there again. I'll just quickly go to mine. So if you go down to mine, okay, you're going to see it now because I'm on my thing. But if you went on my thing, you won't be able to see this. Okay, you're not going to see that my friends. And that's just a setting under the settings where you just have to go in. Because I haven't done this for so long. Okay, now where is it now? I think it might even be at the top here somewhere. No, it's just go and watch the video because I know I've in SOS I've done the optimize your bio. I'm almost sure it's in there. I don't want to waste time now on this, but there's somewhere there up here is the settings. Might even be in there. Settings and privacy, settings, personal details, account profiles. I've changed everything. Go and play around with this, Elise, and just go and see it. It's definitely in there. I know it's definitely in there. I'm not going to go and waste time now. Through settings and just see where it's friends and that only you can see your friends.
Thank you.
You might even be able to do it under this friends thing. I know that's just friend requests. All friends. No. I'm not sure now where it is. Just go and have a look. I've definitely done it before on the thing. So I would just optimize this, put in your niche statement there. Then if I come over here to your posts and I just scroll down here, it's not reflecting for me enough of what you're doing. So this is the first post that feels to me, this is your branding, this is your business. But if I scroll to the other things, it's not necessarily, there's one again that I can straight away see. To me, this is your branding. So what I want you to say, one like this, I can see there, you've got, even just putting that there, it shows me this is your business. I can straight away, it feels to me like that's what you're doing. I want to see more of this. I want to see more stuff of videos. That's all good. I mean, as many videos as you can do, but of yourself. But if you're doing this, I'm sure is this a share from someone else?
Yes.
Okay, so what I would rather do is you put this on your branding and give credit to the person that posted it and put that person's name at the bottom of your branding. That's the quickest way. If you want to use someone else's stuff, I would still use your own branding. Get yourself like 3 or 4 Canva templates that if you just want to do things like this, and then that they all kind of similar, the same color, or I mean, different colors, but kind of the same look. And then you always just put the person's name at the bottom, and that's how you give credit that that's the person that said it and it's not you. Okay, like here, there you are. You see how this is, whatever this is, and it says Moeder Teresa. Okay, so there, it's given credit that she's the one that said this, but repost this and redo this onto your own branding. Because then when you scroll down here, it's very consistent on what I'm looking at, as opposed to it kind of being all over the place, if you know what I mean. So like, I love this. Like, I mean, I can straight away see that because your whole branding is this type of graphic, if I can put it that way. So that's why I like that. Do you get that?
Yes.
Okay. So go and do a combination of some videos, some posts, some whatever it might be, to just start getting that feel. And even if you want to use a photo like this, just make the photo smaller and put it on the background of a branding of yours again. So have like a square behind there with some stars or whatever. So again, I can see it's your business. Okay.
Thank you.
Well, and it's okay for her to delete some of these posts that don't fit in, and then just over the next week go and do 2-3 posts a day and build up like the profile that fits in with your image.
Yeah. So, I mean, I'm not sure who this guy is, but I don't understand the relevance of his face. This I can understand, but I don't understand the relevance unless it's some, I don't know him, so I wouldn't know.
It's something I shared from the Bible app. That the message was just relevant to me.
And his face just came up?
Yes, I shared it straight from the Bible app, and that's unfortunately how they do it.
Okay, I'm with you. So again, I would rather then go and create yourself 30 verses from the Bible, put it on your branding, and then schedule it so that you've got them to go out. And whenever you see new ones, especially like in my Canva, we've got like 30. In fact, I'll even show it to you. We've got loads of stuff ready there. So whenever we need to go in there and do postings. Okay, so you can see here's our different months, and we basically use the same one. We just go and duplicate it. So I'll just go into August. So it's all there. Can you see? So these are the posts that you guys see most of the time. So now if for next month we want to go, I just duplicate, make a copy of this whole folder, make a copy, call it September post. Now I've already got these here, and then we'll just change all the testimonials on here. I like this, so I use that a lot. Change the photos, change the stuff that's written on there. But yeah, the majority, we'll change the photos up, maybe use like 2-3 months ago's photos, because no one scrolls down your thing forever. And because we post so much, like 4 months away is like 100 posts, almost 150 posts back. So yeah, so we just reuse it over and over again. So if I had to go into another month, let's just say May. Okay, I did change the branding a little bit lately, but you'll see it's kind of the same thing. I was just more in the greens and the blues and the flowers there. But that's basically what we do. Go and do the whole month stuff and then schedule it.
Okay, thank you. This is brilliant.
And then I don't have to think about it. And then the way Stephen's actually very clever, he did it for us. So the way we do it in months is like this is the first, second, third. So the number of the thing, unless this is a what do you call it? That swipe, a carousel. This is a carousel on Instagram. That's why there's like 4 or 5 of them. So you'll see the dates the same, 2nd May, 2nd May, 2nd May. Then he goes into Trello, and then in Trello, we create the posts, the written part. So that gets done for the 30 days. And then we'll go in and download all this, take the Trello stuff, and then schedule it all in social media. And then it's done. 30 days, and we don't have to worry about it.
Yeah, this will take me so much time, because now I'm doing posts every morning. Yeah. Individually.
This to set it up in the beginning and to get some of your branding stuff right and whatever, it is going to take time. But once you've got it and you can just use it over and over and over, it just saves so much time. And then it's easy. You can decide, like all the ones that look like this, I'm going to put Bible verses on. And then this is how you bring your photos of your family and stuff in as well. And if you don't want to show your child, just always take the photo with your child from behind.
Yes, I am very aware of the kind of photos I'm posting.
Yeah. So just
always want to show his face.
Yeah. So just always make sure that you're taking photos from behind, because that's the easiest way. Or where he's playing, you're showing it from behind where he's playing, or doing work or whatever. And then you can still include him in everything, but you're just not showing his face. And you can even, I know, because I've got a friend that's very, very private with her children, and she will hug them, and then her husband will take the photo from the front. So she's still got all the photos, or they'll sit next to each other like that, and they'll all look down with hats. Like just little things of ways that you can get around actually showing their faces. Okay, so this is all great. If you go and do all those things and you start building up a few posts here, that'll be great. Let me quickly go over to your business page.
But everyone can do exactly the same with your social
Yeah,
media.
yeah. Okay, I love this. I love the photo. Beautiful, clear. Okay, so ek help om gesinsverhouding te bou deur middel van prettige innemende geloofsaktiwiteite. Okay, this is going to be difficult. Again, do the same here with your thing here. Make sure that you've put your lead magnet in there. And I don't know how you're going to make this shorter to try and get your lead magnet in there as well. Oh, the other thing I wanted to tell you as well. So make a post. Let me just quickly go back to your thing. Make one post here at the top. Let me show you. Where's mine? Create a post that's very like who you are, what you do, whatever, and then you pin that post. So this post is pinned for me, and it always stays at the top. So whoever comes to my Facebook, the first post they're going to see is always going to be this one until I change it. Now, you can change this every week. You can change it every month. You can change it whenever you want. It's totally up to you on how active you're going to be on your profile. But I would definitely do that. And you can do the same on your business page. So get a post that's very relevant to what you're doing and how people can find out more, etc., and pin that post. And then you can do exactly the same here. So I've got it on my business page as well. And then I've got one post right at the top. I don't think I can pin it, no. So you take whatever is like the most important thing you want in. It might be a post where they can download the free lead magnet, and then you pin that post. And then the post that I pin normally is things like with this workshop, even though I haven't done it, but there's a reason why I haven't done it this time, is if I have this workshop, normally I would have this workshop and I would pin it. In fact, I actually think I have pinned it. Let me just quickly have a look. So that's a pin post there. So this SAS one, I want it permanently pinned. No, I didn't pin it. So I was actually silly. I should have pinned this, the video, because I actually ran an ad from one of my posts. You can see how many posts we do. I don't know where it is now. This one. So I should have pinned this. And there it just says pin post. And now it will go to the top, because this is actually the one that's advertising the workshop. So we now do that, something like that, where I'm promoting something at that time. I would also pin it. So if I just refresh my page now, now you'll see that's also a pin post. It's also a featured post. So when people come there now, it will be right at the top and they can see it. And then I'll delete this one. I'll unpin this one by Thursday when I'm finished. But the SOS one stays there permanently. Okay, so that's something else you can do. This, oh, okay, so this looks good. There's the info, that's good. See, now straight away I look at this, and just looking at this grid here, so much better than on the other side. Like I can straight away, can you see how this, I can just see it's your branding. Like I love this. It's so cute. And that's what I mean. That I can see is your branding, and that it looks like your posts and things like that. Perfect. Love that photo as well with a whatever. Yeah, beautiful. Love that. So just keep it consistent like that. I love the little photos that's pinned. It shows me that your branding is there. Okay. Awesome work on that. Right. Let's go over to your lead magnets. So this is the next thing you want to try and get out. Now, I know you said you only want to launch towards the end of the year, really, because you're busy at the moment. But in the meantime, try and build your list as much as you can. Beautiful landing page, opt-in page again. I love what you've done here. This completely speaks to your branding. I love your thing up there. It tells me exactly what I'm going to get, what's inside here, and just email and name. If there's any chance that you can change these two around, I don't know how flexible MailChimp is. It might be a good idea, because people tend to put their name in first and then their email.
It doesn't really matter.
It doesn't matter, but I know that I've often done it, and then if it's the wrong way around, because you just automatically you go in and you want to type in your name, and then you realize, oh shit, but I've done the wrong thing. If you can flip that, that's perfect. But otherwise, perfect. Love your click here button. I love how it's shaded. Again, it goes in with your branding. Love it. Love everything about that. Okay, your lead magnet here, stunning. Again, you've done such a good job on keeping your branding, telling me a little bit about yourself, what you're doing, your photo, love it. And it's such a beautiful, straightforward, exactly what you said we're going to get. Lovely brown. I'm actually just showing everyone because I've seen it, but everyone else hasn't. And I just think it's really nice. And then you have, you've explained here what the name is all about, and there's all your contact details at the bottom. Nothing about selling. We're not trying to sell on this. We're just trying to give value and get people on our email list. And the minute they put their name in there, we've got them on the email list. So now all we want to do is give them as much value. And if they want more, if you want for more, follow me on my pages. Like, that's great. Are these pages linked? Are the links? Are the thingies linked to your Instagram and your Facebook?
Hyperlinked.
I tried to
Hyperlink.
link them.
Okay, just see if they are. That
I
will
will
be
just go back and have a look.
okay. It'll be great if your Facebook and Instagram is actually linked to your actual pages. But well done. A great lead magnet. I think you've done a very, very good job there.
Thanks.
Okay, so now let me, before I can, this was your stuff, but let's now go. So things to do now when you, with your, where I would share your lead magnet. So Stephen has done some posts here that are really good that you can use for your lead mag to promote it. So we did it in English and then we had to translate it in Afrikaans because neither of our Afrikaans is that good. So if the Afrikaans is very highfalutin, it's because we used the translation thing to do it because we're not very good in Afrikaans. But this is, I'll give you these, Elise, because they just, I think they're good and they can help you. So it's here to promote the first one. Ontdek 10 lewenslesse uit
We can't see it, though.
Oh, can't you? Oh, okay. Hang on. It's because I need to reshare the screen. Okay, hang on.
I think you're on the lead magnet there.
Okay, let me just see where is my notes there. Can you see it now?
Yeah.
Oh, hang on. But now you can't. Okay, hang on. Wait. Sorry. Just want to quickly share it again. Just open it up even bigger. Can you see this big one now?
Yeah.
Okay, so here's a long one, and you can decide like different places where you can post this. Ontdek die 10 lewenslesse uit Noag se ark. Goeiedag aan ons pragtige gemeenskap van gesinne wat saam groei en leer. Het jy al gewonder wat ons kan leer uit die verhaal van Noag se ark? Noag en sy ark, dit gaan nie net oor die diere nie, maar daar skuil ook baie waardevolle lewenslesse daarin. Ons het 'n spesiale geskenk vir jou wat jou gesin se bande gaan versterk en jou kinders se lewensvaardighede deur genotvolle, betrokke en geloofsgebaseerde aktiwiteite gaan koester. Ons gratis e-boek 10 lewenslesse uit Noag se ark bied jou hierdie goeders aan. Dan skakel na jou gratis e-book. So this is where you'll put the link to your actual e-book. Versterk jou gesin se bande deur hierdie kragtige waardes en hierdie ou verhaal te ontdek. Laat ons saam groei en ons kinders se toekoms bou. Deel asseblief hierdie boodskap met vriende en familie wat ook sterk lewensgesins groei. Saam liefde en seën en dan kan jy jou naam sit. Okay, jy kan hierdie nou verander in jou woorde, maar dis nou maar net om vir jou idee te gee. Dan is hierdie net 'n bietjie van 'n korter version, maar elke keer dit gaan oor dis die manier. So as jy vir iemand 'n lesie gee, sukkel jy met of voel jy party daar. In feite ek dink ons het enige gedoen vir hierso. Vind gerusheid in die reis van moederskap. Hallo aan al die wonderlike moeders daar buite. Die reis van moederskap is nie altyd maklik nie en is heeltemal normaal om soms aan jouself te twyfel. Maar onthou, jy is nie alleen nie. Daar's ander moeders net soos jy kan sê ander mammas met dieselfde gevoelens en uitdagings. Ons wil jou ondersteun en gerusstel. Jy kan gemaklik wees en jy weet dat daar hulp en gemeenskap is. Ons bied jou helpende hand om meer selfversekerd te voel. En dan kan jy selfs, hierso kan jy 'n ander lead magnet doen. Sorry, now I'm speaking Afrikaans.
Speak English, though.
Yeah, sorry, I just realized I'm speaking Afrikaans. So here you can create another lead magnet that's more geared towards the mum. So the other one was to share with the child. Here you could do one about a mum to make her feel better and things that she can do. So again, to, just from another angle to get people onto your list.
Can I jump in here?
Yes, absolutely.
So these posts, just for everybody, there's only one pain point getting agitated here. So Alize sent us, I think, 5 pain points, right? So what we did is we divided those 5 in, and you make one post agitating just one pain point at a time. So that one specifically was directed for mothers. Does that make sense?
Because I think I still got it open here.
Okay, well, we can't see anyone's faces, they'll always see your notes.
Okay, sorry.
And you're eating something.
Sorry, I'm hungry. Okay. So do you get the idea of what you need to do now that you post this? Now I just quickly want to have a look here. I've done the links to lead magnet.
You want to share back to normal so we can see
Yeah.
each other?
So just remind me and I'll send you those posts, and then you can work them into your language and your way of speaking, just to give you some ideas.
No, I just want to reiterate there again. So what we see with a lot of people is you're trying to put everything in on one thing. You know, you're trying to tell us who you are, your qualifications, your background, your history, how you can help us in 55 different ways. We spoke earlier this morning about people burning mental calories. Remember, you're competing in a market that's highly competitive and bombarding. So you want to make it as easy as possible. People are lazy generally. You just want them to click as quickly as possible. So if they've got to fill in 5 things and then go to your website, and then they can't find your Facebook, and then they've got to copy and paste and look for it, by that time it's like, stuff it, you know, I'll go elsewhere. So just remember that, to make it as efficient as possible. The less hoops people have got to jump through, the better. Same with that post. So that post specifically today, Alize is just targeting mothers that feel whatever they feel there. That's it. That's the objective. And they're going to click on, because that one pain point resonates with them. And then she brings them into her ecosystem. So her 5 main pain points each day, each week, whatever she chooses, twice a day, 3 times a day. Each post just target one pain point, one pain point, one pain point.
And you keep taking another angle towards that pain point. You know, so it's if you're trying to lose weight, it's just easier for me. If you're trying to lose weight, you know, did you know that just taking a walk every morning will change your mindset around this? Or you can say, drinking water is going to do this, or starting with a shake in the mornings reduces your calories, or you know what I'm saying? But it's the same thing that I'm getting at. It's like you're going to lose weight if you just do these things, but just taking it from another point the whole time. I also think it's really important, this is for all of you again, it's really, really important in the beginning when you've got a new business and you've got to get your name out there, to share a post about you at least once a month. At least once a month, do something about who you are. You know, and why did you start? Tell people why you start your business. Tell them your story, and just take one aspect of your story. So every month, like you can start off with Alize. If you start, for instance, saying, you know, my dream was I always wanted to be a mum, and what it meant for you to be a mum, and then when you became a mum, how it was so joyful, but then all the panic came in, like, will I ever be good enough or whatever. The next month you can say, hi, my name is Alize. I absolutely love being a mum, but family is so important to me. And that is how your business, how it all came together, because I realized that being a mum and being a dad, and sometimes we're also busy in the life, that we're not spending enough time together with all the technology and the TVs and the games and this. We needed to come back and become the family unit again. So now you're talking about the family unit as opposed to being a mum. And then you can just talk about children and how important children, you know what I'm saying? Like, you can share your story and why you got to where you are now, but from different angles again, every time. And if you've got enough to talk about, you can do this every week. Because the more you talk about yourself, not yourself, but the more you talk about the reasoning behind it all, that I can relate, oh, wow, I know what she's talking about, because that's exactly how I feel. If people can self-identify with what you are saying, they're going to want to be part of your world. because they want to be that mum, the vision. Thanks, babe. And because they want to be that mum, they also, the same concerns that you have, lots of mums have got that. Okay.
Yeah, communicate your vision to people so that they can buy into that vision too. So you can build a tribe of like-minded moms that want faith-based, home-based, game-playing relationships.
Okay, so the next thing that I will do now, once you've got your social media up, once you've written your post now, or a couple of posts to promote your lead magnet, I would go back to your social media and decide, again, I'm just going to share this because I want to get back to I'm going to use mine because it'll work on mine. I can't do it on yours. So I want to go back to my profile. Now, I haven't actually done it on my business page, but I just did it on my profile and it actually worked. I haven't even looked at the stats. I see the stats came through today. I'll have a look at the stats and I'm going to be doing it on a weekly basis and I'll let you know if it works before you have to do it. But so what I want you to do is to start boosting that posting. So when you've got, let's just say that, in fact, this is the post that I did it with. So I wanted to see what is my reach going to look like in terms of actually taking a post, but this is strategic. So I'm not just boosting any silly post. I'm boosting this post because, and for you, this is going to be because it's going to go, you're trying to build your email list and people are going to download your freebie. So with this post specifically, I'm trying to get people to join in on SOS. Now, obviously, I'm going to get much less conversion because people have to pay here, where if it was a free lead magnet, I'd probably get a much higher conversion because if people don't have to give free, to have to pay, they will probably do it much more. They'll react to it much more. Okay, so what you're going to do is it'll say just below your post here, let me just find one. It'll say boost post like that. Okay. And then I would boost the post. I'm just going to boost again because this is the one that I actually boosted last week. So just have a look at this. It says here, you recently started boosting this post. You can reach up to 12,500 people when you boost your post for $70. Okay, I didn't pay 70. Oh, sorry, guys, my account's in Australia. Was created in Australia. So everything is Australian dollars. But I just wanted to show you roughly what it's going to be. So if you click on that, you're going to come to a page here. And this is going to actually help you create your audience, who you want us to see, which is perfect because you can actually target very specific people that's going to see this. So let's just have a look at this. So you can, if you are targeting men and women, you can go all. I obviously only target women. And then you can actually go for the age. So Elize, you'll probably go for the 25-year-old or whatever. I don't know how many mums there are, but you'll only go, depending on what age you want, you might just go 35. You'll change it completely, the age gap, to whatever the age group is of your target market. You put in South Africa as your location, and then this is where it gets really interesting. So I just want to show you here, for instance, you can go in here and you can put in search here for details. You can put in your parents, and then it says here, you can say parents up to 12 months, parents, teenagers, parents with preschoolers. So when you start getting that specific, so let's say you want to do parents with preschoolers specifically. That's for anyone that's 3 to 5 years old. You click on that, then your ad, I'm just remember to delete that. So this ad will now only go to people with parents with preschoolers. So even if I was 30 years old and I had a child, but my child was already 10 years old, I wouldn't see this ad. So you're not wasting unnecessary money on showing it to people that's not your target market. And you can, and now let's just say, okay, but really I want parents even with babies. Then you can say, well, up to 12 months, parents up to 12 months. You can add that as well. And you can determine here which demographic it is. You can even go new parents, I think. Oh, new age parents. Oh, wow. No, it's either 12 or it's preschoolers. Oh, there's some more, 9 to 12, 6 to 8 there. Parents with early age school children, 6 to 8 years old. So can you see how you can target, and then you can add that as well. So now you've got the parents with 3 to 5 year and parents with 6 to 8 years. And you can do the parents up to 12. Yes,
So
and
you
then
do
you can
faith-based.
absolutely. So then you can go and you can go and say faith, faith.
Based
Yeah,
parents.
but this is now no, not parents. This is where you can go into religion. Let's go religion because I think it's a better search. And you want it to be the interest here. Okay, so that when you're looking for parents, they are demographic. But when you're looking for interest, okay, this is not really a good one because you don't want bad religion or any of that religion. So let's think
That's
of something
bands.
else.
Those are rock bands, I think.
Oh, is that what it is? Let's go to Christianity. No, maybe I spelled it wrong. Christianity. Christian, maybe? No. You're going to
Or
have to, this is
Put
Bible.
Bible studies. So.
Yeah, because it could be people that are interested. So think of interest. What will they be interested in? So they'll be interested in the Bible, obviously. So you can see if that's any of it. But these are interests. You must make sure that you search for the interest here. There's not much here. I'm just trying to, this is where this takes time because you've actually got to go through and think of all the things that's possible that you wanted. So if you look at mine that I did here, small and medium enterprises, businesses and finance, and these were all interest, okay? So small businesses, people that are interested in marketing, people interested in coaching, people interested in social media. So it was all things that I want. I could even have got here on interest in list building, interest. Then you can even go to people that, for instance, use MailChimp, because the minute you start using the software, that's also people that's very specific. So this is a great way where you can now, I'm just going to delete this because I don't want this on my ad. How you can do it. Then you can actually go, I don't know if you can do it here, but I know you can do it in normal ads. So let's just put here Afrikaans, because on my normal ads, yeah, their interest. So then what you will also do is you will put Afrikaans. Now your boost is only going to go to Afrikaans parents with children between 3 years and 8 years old. And if it's just mums, you can then even go and just say, okay, I only wanted to go to mums, which was that other top one. Let me just take the Afrikaans out here. Oh. Sorry, let me just go
Sorry,
back.
Martha, you set your time period that you want to boost it.
No, so the boosting year is 7 days. Oh, you can actually, yes, you can do it for 7 days. So oops, where did that go? So I did it, it came up for 7 days. I just didn't even look into that, but I thought I would do it for a week because I wanted to have a look and see what happens. And then, yeah, you can move the amount until it says error. And then it says the minimum budget is $1.50 per day. So your budget needs to be at least $10.50. So I think I did it $15. Oh, come on. I think I ended up doing it for $15, which is 150 Rand, a little bit more.
For a week.
Per week. I can't. But let's just say. So as soon as that error, you'll see the error will come up. If you go too low, the error is going to come up. So, and that's per week. So you can do $12. You can, yeah, I can't really do. I think you can actually click in there as well. So if I really wanted to just do what the minimum was, I could go $10.50. Okay.
But look at what the audience is there still.
What? Yeah, no, mine's there because I haven't changed it. So
no, I said how many people.
And this is the estimated audience of people that's going to see it. So anything between 682 and 2,000 people are going to get reached per day. So if you can get 1% of those people to sign up, it will be worth it. Okay.
This is very handy. Thank you for showing us.
Sorry, say that again.
Thank you for showing us. This is very handy.
Yeah, and this is a new feature. Stefani actually told me about it. Because remember how I've always said, oh, you need a business page because you can't advertise from your profile. Well, now you can. And you can't go into as much detail as you can, obviously, on doing the proper Facebook ads. But this is excellent. I thought this was fantastic. And that's why I'm trying it. And I want to see, like, what is my stats? I actually see I got an email today to say, here's your stats from your ad, but I just haven't had time to look at it. So I'm going to keep a log and see what's happening just to see what type of, I might even do a lead magnet as well and market it through my business page and see what type of growth we get there. But it's definitely a great way, especially if you're new, you've got no one and you're not in a group or anything. This is a great way of targeting some people and do it for a week. I mean, if you spend 150 Rand and you get nothing from it, you learn. And also don't be
Yeah.
disappointed because everything takes time. In the beginning, it's like all these businesses, we've got to put some money in the front end to get things going. And then once it does, like now, my ads in the beginning used to cost me like $1 for a lead. Okay. So when I run a workshop like this, it was like a dollar for every person that registers for my workshop. Where now I was looking at my stats, and I mean, my Afrikaans ads are doing phenomenally well. And the reason I think, and that's why I think you're in a very good position with the Afrikaans, is because the competition for the ads is so much less, because everyone's advertising in English. So the minute you advertise in Afrikaans, the market of advertisers is so much smaller, so your cost comes down because it's an auction. How Facebook ads work, it's an auction. So the more you pay, the more people see your ad. So the less people that are competing on that auction, the lower your ads are. So, I mean, my Afrikaans ads now is giving me a return of 28 cents. So I'm only paying 28 cents for every lead that I get to register for my workshop, which is phenomenal. Because overseas, people are paying $2, $3, up to $5 per lead. So to pay 28 cents is like Christmas. So that's...
And I think Afrikaans market, the people are hungry. They are seeking for more Afrikaans things
absolutely
these days.
I agree with you. I also think that. So this is the next step that I would do. Once you've got it all set up, you've optimized everything, but make sure that you optimize your stuff, because now you're putting money behind something and you want to make sure that, that everything is set up so that when people land on your page, that they can see it and that they can exactly know what there is, what it's about. Have at least 10 or 12 really good posts. Do some videos so that people can see who you are before you start doing that. Okay.
I'll just say it all. I guess the post you want to boost is the one that does best organically. So if you're going to make, let's just say 20 posts in the next 3 days, for example, some static, some videos, blah, 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 and then you see which one gets the best reaction. More than likely a video. So maybe you're posting 5 videos, you choose the one that's had the best reaction, and then you're obviously going to boost that one.
Yeah, I agree with Stephen. Do like 5 posts, and all 5 of those posts is about promoting your lead magnet. So talk about a pain point, and they say, as a special gift, I've created this free ebook, the 10 lessons of Noach se Ark, that you can download. So in all 5, do that. Talk about a free gift. Don't talk about a lead magnet. Don't talk about an ebook. Talk about, I've created a free gift for you and your child, or whatever it might be. Put that into your post, and then exactly what Stephen says, then look from those 5, which one works the best. And then at least, because when you run an ad into one of them, you boost one of them, it is one with a lead magnet in it. Because that's what you're trying to do, is you're trying to promote the lead magnet.
I'll also just come in there.
Yeah.
You can say at the back end of the video, just comment Noach se Ark below. And then you would have seen the post that I made in the digital lab, I think this morning or yesterday morning. Exactly what Mara and I are doing. So we told people to comment tools below. So you'll be saying comment Noah's Ark below. They comment Noah's Ark. Then you're going to go in and you're going to say to them, thanks for your interest. I've sent you a private message, or check your messenger. Okay. So you're not going to give them the link there, because you want a little bit more interaction there. So they respond, you say, I've messaged you privately. Next one responds, I've messaged you privately, and so on and so on. So if you look in the digital lab, you would have seen a post that I made there. So we do exactly the same thing. Because
again, it's the algorithm. The more people that interact with your post, the more the algorithm is going to show it to you. And if you're boosting it, then, and you can even ask some mums, ask some of your friends who are mums, who is your ideal customer, to comment on that. And you can even ask some of the girls in here, or you can even put a link in, put something in SOS, or put something in Ladyboss Lounge. That's actually even better. Go into the Ladyboss Lounge Facebook group, create a post where you're also doing that. Ek roep al die mamas You know what I'm saying? Like call them and then to go and share the link to your post, that specific post that you want interaction on. En julle kan hier as julle op hierdie skakel druk, kan julle 'n gratis dit kry. And then it's the link. So that how you get that is you will click on this post. So if I click on this post, it's that link there at the top that you're going to share. Because that link will then take them directly to this post. And if that's the post that you want to get people to comment on and, you know, be active on so that the algorithms can start moving it, then that's a good thing. Again, go into Facebook groups and say, I've done this. If you are a mum that wants this, 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 and this, I've created this free ebook. Just click on that link. It's going to take them to the post. And when they're in the post, they can then get the information there. Just trying to drive traffic to that specific post so that the algorithm will take it a bit more and then boost it. Once you've got like 5 or 10 comments, then you can boost it. I mean, I've just noticed on my ad for my Afrikaans ad for this workshop, there's so much interaction in that thing. And it's the cheapest of all my ads is the video one, the Afrikaans video one. And it's because so many people are commenting on it. So the more people are commenting on it, the more the algorithm is showing it. Even though I'm paying for it, it's showing it to even more people.
But does everybody understand the process so far? I know it's a lot of information. Okay.
Okay, so then with time, I've got here, every week I would, so I would take that post that you've got. This is now, apart from forget now about the boosting, you've boosted it. But now you also want to get other avenues to get your lead magnet out. So if you're in any Facebook groups that has your ideal customer, I would take that post that you've created that's really conversational. So it's not a sally type one. So like we said in those posts we've made, is yeah, mama wat dit en dit en dit. In die verhoudings, like with all the little emojis and all that stuff, it looks very sociable. Then take that post and not share it, repost, like brand new post into the group. And same thing, tell them to, you can either put the link in there, but I mean, obviously in a group, you don't want to put the link there. You want to say, comment Noah or Noah's Ark in the comments, and I will share you a link to the free ebook to share with your child. So now,
does everybody know why you don't want to just give them the link? Everybody understand that? Okay.
Just to boost the algorithm. And then what I would do, I've also got here every week, I would create a new post specifically for the lead magnets. Okay, so change them around weekly. And then if you've got the money to boost it every week, go for it. If you've only got money to boost it every 2 weeks, then do it every 2 weeks. Like you decide what you can do, and also see if it's working, the boosting. I can't guarantee you that it's going to work. I really think it's going to work, but I mean, this is test and measure, because this is what the problem is with ads, is it's all in the messaging. Your ad works if the messaging is right. If you're calling out the pain points that someone can relate to, they will download it. It's the same when I'm advertising for my workshop. If the ads that are calling out, that's got the right messaging, always do better than the ones where I'm trying all different things and I'm not really so good at it. Like when I stick to my script of call out who I'm talking to, call out their pain points, the struggles, imagine, like if I do that, that's the ones that always get the most interaction. So it's really crucial to not take your own ego out of the whole thing and just focus on that person. What is going to relate to them? It's not about you. It's not about to tell them how wonderful you are. It's not about trying to sell them anything. It's just to identify, call out that pain point so they can identify with that pain point and tell them and show them there's hope at the end. That's all they want. They're struggling and they want to know there's hope. There's a solution. We're going to solve this problem. And that's what they want to, and that is what will get them to download it.
Oh, can I just say something?
Mm-hmm.
So just remember, all an ad is a good organic post with money attached to it. So if you've got a bad post and you put money to it, it's not to say that you're going to get anybody interested. If it's a bad post, it stays a bad post. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So it's important that you testing on your business page and your profile and in groups and that to see which one works. You know, just in Maren's case now, this is the first time she's ever done one in Afrikaans. And the registrations is probably 75, 80% to 20% in
Yeah.
favor of Afrikaans speakers.
I would say
which is-
2/3 Afrikaans to 1/3 English.
Okay, there was 2/3, 1/3. But I
Yeah.
mean, that's a massive thing, because beforehand we were only doing everything in English. So now with this one, there's Afrikaans and English, and now suddenly 2/3 is Afrikaans. Now, not to say it's going to happen the next time, but now you've got faith. Okay, well, let's try this again the next time.
Yeah.
And if it works again the next time, then you start figuring out what works or doesn't work.
And
So-
also my targeting was very broad. So now that I know that there's definitely a demand in the Afrikaans market, now I can really start targeting more specific people. You know, it is all testing. You've got to understand that this whole online thing, there's not a recipe that says, oh, if I do this, it's going to work. It's testing. That is what you've got to do. And you've just got to try it. Like now, I've spent probably half the amount of money on ads that I did for the lab, but I've got the same amount of registrations. So, and it's just because the Afrikaans just been crazy. So I'm definitely going to be advertising in Afrikaans. Definitely. Now I've just got to start posting in Afrikaans as well. That's the hard problem for me. I had to, when I did the Afrikaans video, I had to go to Google and say, translate this in Afrikaans, translate this in Afrikaans, because my brain only thinks in English when it comes to work, and I didn't even know what the words were in Afrikaans. So it's definitely a bit more challenging for me. But the thing is, it can get done. Okay. So I've put here now, next is just build up great content, videos, reels, etc. on social media. So really start, I know it's out of your comfort zone, but just start doing it. Don't worry about who sees you. Don't worry about it. Just talk to that mum. Talk to that mum that's in exactly that position that you know she is in. And just talk to her. And talk to her as, mama, is jy vandag so? Like, talk to her. Just her. When you send talking into your phone like that, just have her in your head and just talk to her and tell her what she needs to hear. And just create like 5 reels at a time. Every week you do your 5 reels, post them on top of your posts. Like just go in quickly, do some stories, you know.
Just post and pray.
And even when you're feeling like the anxiety and the you know, the anxiousness and the doubts and the worries, post that. Because when you post the doubts, the worries that you have, that mum thinks, oh my word, thank goodness I'm not the only one. Even she, who looks so perfect, has got those problems. That's what people want, real. The more real you are and the more real you share, that's what people are going to get attracted to. So
Yeah, I have noticed that people want real emotions as well. Not always
absolutely.
perfect face with the makeup and
No. And if you've just had a meltdown, take a photo of yourself in your meltdown and say, it's hard. It's hard. And not every day is perfect. And seriously, like, and that's what people want to see. It really is what people want to see. Because the minute they see that, they can relate. You know, everybody's got these perfect bloody social media profiles that shows just the best and the highlights. And we want to, the people that do well are the people that are real. Because they show what's going on.
Because with our struggle now, our son is 4 years old. And how are we meant to teach him how to handle his own emotions if we can't?
Yeah. And that's a video. There, you've just told me a video. Exactly what you said there, and now you expand on that. That is a video. So really just think of, when you're thinking about stuff like that during the day, just go and then make a reel out of it. Go and make a video. And the reels only have to be a minute. They can only be 90 minutes long. And I love that because 90 seconds. The reason I love it is because you limit it, because sometimes we can really go on a tangent. And well, I know I can because I talk so much. But the thing is, the 90 minutes limits me so that I know, okay, I've got
seconds.
90 seconds. The 90 seconds limits me because then I know I've got to stop now. So, and then you can even take the thought into the next one. You know what I'm saying? Like, if there's more you want to talk about, do another video. That's the beauty of it. And go and get onto your stories or share it to your stories as well. So that's the next thing that I want. So once you've got all this stuff now, you've set up the post for your lead magnet, you're posting in groups, you've boosted the post that's on your social media, the one that's worked the best. You're creating a couple of different posts every week, have a different post to promote your lead magnet. Boost those that you can afford to boost, and then just start building up a really solid social media presence, so people can really get to know who you are and really feel your heart and feel the person you are, etc., etc. And then we're going to, and you do this now over the next few months until you are ready. And then you're ready and you say, right, it's November, I'm ready to launch. You're going to do.
So may I ask something?
Yes.
Within this time period until I'm ready now to go live and launch, can I do more than one lead magnet? Because I don't want to
Absolutely.
focus only on one thing.
Absolutely. You can do as many as you can do. I mean, I at one stage probably had about 10 or 15 lead magnets out there. So you
Okay.
can do as many lead magnets, because remember, then every post that you're doing, when you are talking about something, you've got to get into the habit where it becomes like second nature to just say, so let's just say the mum is overwhelmed and just say to her, and I know as a mum, we get so overwhelmed, we wonder if we can do it. So I've got you. And I've actually created this beautiful, what do you call it? Like mantra or anything like that, that you can download and you can put it on your mirror and you can look at it every day just to remind you what a beautiful mum you are. And if you want to just comment mom below and I'll send it over to you. And so I'm not talking, and I've created this free lead magnet for you. I've created this freebie. Talk to her on what it is. I've created you this beautiful mantra, or I've created you these playing cards for your children to play with, whatever it is that you've created. And just say, if you want to, if you would like a copy of it, or if you would like it, just comment mom, just comment playing cards, just comment whatever it is in the comments below, and I'll send it over to you. And then you send them a private message and you send them the link to your landing page.
Okay, thank you.
Because if it becomes so natural, yeah, carry
I
on.
have so many ideas for the lead magnet, but I was afraid to waste too much time on lead magnets and not actually getting to the real thing
Yeah.
as well, having the balance. But I do think to have posts going out within this waiting time so that they don't get bored and they don't forget.
Exactly. And right now, if you're not ready to launch a product, it is vital that you build your list, because those are the people that you're going to end up launching to.
Okay.
And
And
promote.
remember, there's different lead magnets, eh? The quiz, you could do a Bible quiz, mother and child competition quiz or something. It could be a one-pager. It could be a 10-pointer like yours. There's so many different angles you can do with a lead magnet.
I actually want to approach the schools and ask if they are willing to have color in pages.
That's a brilliant one, especially over the holidays. Like, that's something I would think about. If the holidays are coming up, make sure that you have got a lead magnet which is coloring with whatever. Like, think of something that you can do, one maybe for girls, one for boys. Like, really go out there and have it ready, so that when it's school holidays, like a week before school holidays, you start promoting it. Are you already worried about the school holidays and how you're going to keep your child from? Well, I've got something really special for you. The brilliant lead magnets. Okay, let's get on now to the launch. So when you are ready to do this, I want you to end up, if it was me, I would do exactly what I'm doing. And that's why I'm saying it's me, because this is how I sell all my products, is through webinars. Okay, I'll call it a workshop. You can call it a workshop, but this is what I do. I sell everything that I have through a workshop, through a webinar. The only other way that I sell things through is directly to my email list. So like with that birthday special I had, I just promoted it to my email list. It's the only way I sold it. Okay, so I would do exactly what I'm doing now. You decide on a workshop or what you want to do. The way I see it, the way that I would probably put it together is I would start it off, and this is something we can plan when you get to that, but I would start it off something to talk to the mum and to all those worries that she's got, and talk about the world today and how it's influencing us as a family, and etc. You know, how this, and this is why you feel we need to get back to connecting and reconnecting with our children as a family, etc. And the way you do it is through what you're offering, the activity book, the Bible story, the prayer, etc. That whole package that you do. And then you're going to show them step by step in the selling. If you go through my webinar thing, you'll see there's a specific route that you take. There's exactly every slide. It tells you what you need to put on the slides. And then I will show them exactly what they're going to get every month. And then you will sell them into that membership if that's what you're going to do. Does that make sense?
Yes, definitely. Sorry, I'm just making notes.
That's okay. All right. So we can really, now I mean, even if you're only going to do it like in November or December, November is probably a better month to do it, even though I know you said December, but I would actually launch it towards the end of November because it can be a beautiful Christmas present as well, that a grandmother can give to a grandchild, or a grandmother can give to a daughter, or whatever the case may be. So I would definitely start you're going to have to start working on that webinar in October. It takes time. The first one takes time to put together, because if you've never done it before, I know for the first one, it took me quite a bit. Now I can do it in a day. But because you're going to look at it, and then you're going to refine it, and then you're going to look at not so much the design I'm talking about, it's more the content. And once you've got the content, that's the beauty of it. Like, so I've just recorded the funnels webinar now for Thursday. And I've actually done it because the previous time I mentioned all the dates and stuff, so I couldn't use it again. This time I specifically didn't. I talked about the fast acting bonus within 48 hours. I didn't say before 8 p.m. Friday night. I said within 48 hours. And I said, everything I spoke was generic. So now I'm going to use that one. Every time I launch, I don't have to do anything again now. All I do is run my ads, get the people registered, send them the workshop. And now it's done. I've already got my email nurture that's going to go out afterwards, my 5-7 days that it's go afterwards. I've got those already set up, but that's the stuff that you need to set up. So the first time, it does take time. But then once you've got it, and even with the different workshops, like say, for instance, I do the lab, I use the same pre-emails and I use the same post emails. I just change the product. And if obviously, I'm not going to talk about digital products if it's list building. So I just change words and reframe a little bit. But the main outline of those emails, they all stay the same. So that's why I'm saying the hard work is with the first one. And once you've got the first one, then after that, you just copy and duplicate. And the same with the webinars, the same with the landing pages for the registrations, all that stuff. I just copy. And I just make new ones. But the majority of the work stays there. Branding pretty much stays the same. Then it's just changing the words, changing the dates, things like that.
Has anybody got any questions? There's a lot of information there. So I think the workshop thing we can do on another.
Yeah, we can go through a training that we just do the webinar. In fact, when I'm launching this, I'm launching funnels and webinars completely different. It's going to be a 12-week program. So I'm not doing it as a year membership anymore. That's why I keep on saying we're still changing. I've decided to do it as a course, just like the lab, and it's only going to be a 12-week coaching program. And so I'm going to every 2 weeks. I'm literally going to only release the modules week by week, or every 2 weeks. I'm going to release the modules, and in those 2 weeks, they need to do the work. So when we get to the webinar section, that's actually going to run over 4 weeks. So just make sure you're on the calls, because I'm specifically going to be going through that and showing people how to do it. I just feel if I do it that way, they still have access to it, lifetime access to the training, but I'm going to, my coaching part of it is only going to be 12 weeks. The only people that's going to get my coaching now from now on long term is the lab people. So you guys are lucky because you took action when I still gave it all away. Okay, then the last thing I want to do is just talk a little bit about your pricing. So the pricing I've put down here roughly now is 99 Rand a month. If you're going to do this as a membership, 99 Rand a month for one child. I've put 149 Rand for 2 children and 169 for 3 children, because there's obviously going to be parents with, you know, with different amounts of children. You can change this to anything that you want to, but I would definitely scale it down cheaper as the more children there are. This doesn't mean that you can't raise your prices. Okay, this could be like your opening special. And if you find that in 6 months' time it's too much work for the amount of money, or that you find that, wow, I've got so many people joining, or you get feedback from people and they say to you, this is far too cheap, whatever the case may be, that's how you can adapt it. But don't underestimate the 99 Rand thing, especially in a market of young parents who might be struggling with money. I always think you've got to know who your ICA is also, and what. It's easy to say, oh, I'm going to charge 1,000 Rand. If they can't afford it, you're not going to get anyone. So it's pointless. So I know Stefanie charges 39 Rand for her membership, but she only does 2 calls a month, and she basically doesn't give, I don't think she actually gives them anything. I'm not sure, but I know that she has a call with the parents and a call with the teenagers. So that's her 2 things for 39 Rand a month. So it just depends again on exactly what you're going to offer, how much time it takes. But the way you've got to start thinking about that is that it's it's like me with SOS. It's like, holy shit, there's so much good stuff in there, and it's worth so much more than what I'm charging for it. But my model with SOS is quantity. I want to get quantity in there. And right now I've got 250 paying members in there. It's still 25,000 Rand a month. You know, so you think, well, what's 99 Rand a month? It's like nothing. It's still 25,000 Rand. It's a lot of money for if I didn't have it, because I promise you there's days where I just think, oh, I just want to get rid of it. So it's so much work, and the bloody asking all those questions, and you know, that, and then I'm like, it's not worth it. Like, let's just sell the lab for 10,000 Rand and get it over and done with. Like, you know, it's 100 people for SAS, 1 person digital lab. Surely that makes more sense. But the thing is, you can't discredit that every month, without me having to do anything, I've got the 25,000 Rand coming in. I did the work the first month, and now it comes in every month. Yes, it fluctuates. I've been up to 300 people. So I've been up to 30,000, and then people cancel. And because I'm not actually actively running ads at the moment, so I'm not growing it very much, but that's fine. I know that our aim with SOS is to grow to at least 1,000 people. And if it's 1,000 people, we're talking, how much is that, babe?
100,000.
100,000 Rand a month. It's a lot of money at 99 Rand. So it's just that in the beginning, and this is what we always say with any business, in the beginning, it feels like you're doing so much work and you're getting paid so little money. But once the snowball starts going, and once it starts rolling, and once everything starts working out, and you've got your systems that's operating, that's when it starts growing.
And Alize, remember, sorry, I think I'm going to call you Lizy, because I'm never going to remember. Alize. Oh, Alize. Or R.
Say your name
Alize.
again.
Alize.
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 Alize. Right, Alize. L-E-Z. Alize. Okay.
Most of the people write it with an A, R. They don't know the E.
Oh,
so just remember, the other
Alize.
thing is,
Alize.
at the moment, you're probably just thinking local, Afrikaans speaking people, but don't discount once you get into the swing of things and you've got a bit more confidence and so forth. There's tens and tens and tens of thousands of Afrikaans speaking people that have left South Africa that crave or yearn for Afrikaans culture, Afrikaans humor, Afrikaans anything. So the world really is your oyster. Once you get into the swing of things, you know, maybe you're charging US dollars for those sort of people, because, you know, for them, $10 or $20 a month is nothing. It's a lot more affordable than 100 Rand here. So,
but you know
my
what?
point is,
Yeah.
my point is this: the market is massive. It's not just
huge.
South Africa.
Yeah. I know Stephen says US dollars. I wouldn't even worry about that, because when people know, like I've got Aussies, South African Aussies, that's paying the 99 Rand, and they like seventh heaven. because it's like $7 or $8 for them. It's like nothing. So I actually think it's almost like it's better to advertise it in rands because of the exchange rate.
I'm not so much worried about the money part. I'm more
No.
talking about the market, the size of the
No,
market.
I know that. So I wanted to just mention this as well, because I'm in a lot of South African groups. Oh, in Australia, there's every bloody town has got one, and there's an Aussiekaners group, and like there's so many different Afrikaans groups and stuff that I'm part of. And I cannot tell you how many times they ask, is there anyone here that can teach our kids how to read and speak in Afrikaans? So they want their children to still have the Afrikaans culture, the Afrikaans, you know, background, their heritage. So I agree with Stephen there. I think there could be a huge market there as well. The only other things I had written down here was just some ideas. I mean, I'm not 100% sure exactly where you're going with your content, your monthly content. First of all, I would just start with the first one. Forget about the shipping one for now, because that brings a whole lot of other headaches, and it might not even be worth it for you cost-wise, because you're going to have all this hassle of going to buy stuff and ship it and then get it whatever, and you're probably going to make very little money out of it. So just don't even think about that right now. You can look more about that down the line. Also, after you've asked your customers, is this something they would be interested in? It's the best way, is just to ask them. If they say no, then just don't even worry about it. Rather put a package together where they get more of whatever. You know what I'm saying? So I would just definitely start with your offer one, that first one that you said. You can go and get feedback. Things that I just quickly thought about is like the birthday month, a special gift that's personalized. For instance, if it's a coloring in book and where the child is the hero. Okay, so it's going to take extra time, especially if you've got a lot of kids. But like, let's just say there's 10 kids that this month have a birthday. You do something special for the birth, have something that's specifically for a birthday, and where you then go in and you've actually typed the name of the child. So Johan went to, whatever it is that you're going to do about the story, even if it's about, saying it's Noah's Ark and how little Johan helped Noah with building the ark, for instance. I'm just saying, for instance, so the child becomes the hero of the story. Okay, so it's, for instance, a coloring in book. Could do whatever you want to. I'm just giving you an example here. But I think something like that, parents will love that, because if you can have a special thing every month just for the kid whose birthday it is, where there's an extra little thing that's wrapped, that when it arrives or when you send it or whatever, they get something to think about. I would also have themes where, for instance, think of Mother's Day, Father's Day, Christmas, Easter, Valentine, the public holidays like Braaidag, or whatever, and how you can incorporate some of those things into your monthly thing, because maybe the activities on the month that it's Mother's Day might be something about the child and the mum doing something, and where the child is creating something for his mum. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's just things that I looked at. I'm not sure what you're going to be doing, so please ignore me if I'm completely going down the wrong rabbit hole here. But those are just kind of things. The other thing that I thought about that could be, again, I don't know how much time you have, and I don't know how you would do it, but something for the child where there's an activity every day. So what I was thinking is, an advent calendar, like kids, the advent calendar you get in Christmas time, where every day they open a box and get a chocolate out or whatever the case may be. So where this is like something where every day they get to do something, or every day they color something that they can hang on a board. Maybe there's a board where day 1, day 2, and like, because kids love something where there's a countdown or where there's an action they can take every day. Again, it's just something I thought about. I don't know how you would do it.
I love it. Thank you.
I don't know how it's going to work. It could even be over the year, like every month they get a special little thing that they can then over 12 months build it. I don't know. But just think about something. That's just things that I was thinking about. That's it. I've run out of things to say.
I have 2 questions, if you don't mind.
Sure.
So over a course of a year, if there's now 12 months, which means they will have like 12 packages. If a new family has joined, I then send them story 1, theme 1, or do I send January, everybody gets the same story, February, everybody gets the same story? How do I juggle that with going into the Facebook group where they post their activities?
Okay, so if it's I was going to say that if you are going to have communication with them where every month people are doing the same thing, where they've got to do something specific, what I would do is they only start from the new month. So if someone joins in month 1, they get from 1 month. If someone joins in month 5, they only get from month 5. Then, because I was in a membership like that, it was a social media membership. So you joined, you only got what from the month you joined forward. All the other stuff was locked. Like you could see it, but it was locked. And then once a year or twice a year, she would have a promotion where she said, if you would like access, if you would like to purchase any of the months that you don't have, we've got a special 50% discount or 25% discount, or buy 2 for the price of 1, or whatever her sale was, to go and purchase the previous months. But that only happened like I think she did it on her birthday and maybe one other time. Okay. That she would sell then the previous ones. So the beauty about carrying on where you are, so month 5, 6, 7, is with a membership, this varies, and you've got to test because everyone's is different, but the industry standard is that people will stay in a membership between 4 and 6 months. Now, I've had people that have been in SOS from November when I launched it, and they're still there. So I've had people that leave after 1 month. It's all different. The beauty is you're probably going to find that by month 12 to 24, I mean, you're going to have to research this yourself, see who is still there after 12 months. And if no one is there after 12 months, you can start bringing the first stuff back again. You can start bringing month 1 back and start it again. Even if you create 24 months, listen, maybe people love it so much they don't cancel.
Remember, it's for the kids, so they might stay around for a long time. Eh?
Exactly. And I mean, it might not work this way for you. So take this with a pinch of salt. But the way I almost look at it is you might have to end up creating like 24 months worth of content. And then you'll find that in year 3, you can just start with month 1 again. Because by that time, those people have left. You've got no one in your thing. And you can go forward again. I'm not saying it's going to happen like that. That's going to be a test and measure thing, but it's possible. But that's all I'll do is if they start in month 5, then they just get from month 5. That's what they get.
I was thinking if the people start from January and they are loyal, to have a little bit of a loyalty reward or a small graduation if they have completed all 12 of the project.
So a really good thing to do to keep people to stay for 12 months is to offer them an annual membership, and most annual memberships you get 2 months free. So that's what I do with SOS as well. So it's 99 Rand a month, or otherwise it's 990 Rand for the year. So they're only paying for 10 months and they get 2 months free. And that way you guaranteed the money up front because people are paying you up front for that. And you know they're going to be there for the year. Where those that pay monthly, they can cancel at any time. Okay. So that's an option that you can. That could be maybe your 2 options. Instead of having the delivery, start off with either they can join monthly or they can join annually, and the annual one is paying for 10 months and getting 2 months free.
Okay, thank you. And then on the Facebook group, I'm a bit scared to open a Facebook group, and I will try to play with the settings where I approve all the posts before they just go live.
Yeah.
Because not everybody always has the best interest or the best words to share. And I don't want it to become a Skinnerblood or a negativity hole for them to download their negative emotions. It's
Yeah.
there to uplift them. Any advice on having a Facebook group where people can interact?
Absolutely. So I think it'll be really valuable. People want to belong, especially women. Females want to belong. They want to feel that they belong to something. And I think in that situation, and that's why Stefani's group just blew up so much, because again, it's the parent thing. And she really, her group is extreme, because I'm in that group, and her group is so active. Like my Lady Boss Lounge is dead. Like her group is active. It's these people posting in there every single day. And yeah, so I definitely think a group is a good idea. Again, you can test it. There's nothing that says that first of all, you don't have to start a group. If you feel you're not ready to cope with that, you can start that later down the line if you feel that you have got the capacity to run it. But if you feel you want to start with it straight away, I would do it. And again, nothing stops you after a year if you feel, or 6 months, you feel this group's not working, it's not value, to just say, look, I don't think the group is of any value to us. I would rather just send you the things and communicate with you in a different way and closing it down.
But
So
the rules have to be very strict. I don't want them to compare or talk down to anyone's art, because everybody's got their own level of art. And if a child is part of his drawing and it was meant to be a painting, so be it. If he
Yeah.
had fun and he's part of it, then to me, my dream is accomplished.
And that is going to be coming from you as the group owner, to put that message out and to keep on the type of content that you put out there when you do your videos, to say how blessed are we with our children. They're all so different, but they're all uniquely made by God. And God has given every single one of them their own special talents, etc. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's constantly but you will find, Elize, I must almost tell you certain, I think that you're going to find you're going to be attracting people very similar to you, and people whose hearts are all in the right places, because it's because of what you're doing. It's just natural that it's that type of person. So I don't think you're going to have a lot of problems with that. But just in saying that, all our groups, we have pre-approval. So we've got to approve every single post that goes into any of the groups, because there's just people, especially the Lady Boss Lounge. I cannot tell you, there are every single day people are posting all their crap there all the time to sell, which is exactly what I teach people not to do, and they do it. So I just delete those posts. They don't even go into the group.
Thank you so much.
Pleasure.
Thank you so much for your time, and that wording that you've written and you read for me. I got a little bit of emotional, because it was the first time looking at it and somebody else is reading it. It felt like, this is real.
Yeah, no, and you've done such a beautiful job with it, and I mean, you've nailed your branding. It looks stunning. I love it. So just keep going. Just keep doing it, and build your list now and attract those mums. They're definitely out there. I can tell you now, they're 100% out there. There's so many. I know the girl that does my nails. She's this beautiful 22-year-old girl. Just got married the other day. Oh my word. And she's just so in love with Jesus. And she's just like, she is 100. She hasn't got she's not going to wait to have children. Like, she hasn't got kids yet, but you know, she's 100% your ideal customer. I can see it. I can just see this little girl. She's just 100% your ideal customer. She hasn't got kids yet, but she will be. Yeah. No, there's lots of beautiful girls out there. That's just, they're going to be perfect.
I am very scared. I do think this whole idea is so much bigger than I am. But I'll take it as a small piece on a daily basis.
Exactly.
At the end of the day, the puzzle pieces will come together, but
Yeah.
I'll focus one piece at a time.
It's been placed on your heart, so you've got to run with it and just trust and believe that that is your purpose and that you can make a difference. No, it's going to be good. I can't wait to see where it's going.
Thank you so much.
All right. Well, thank you so much, ladies, for jumping on here tonight. This was fun. I enjoyed this. So, yeah, if you've got any other questions, just pop them in the group and we'll take it from there. All right, ladies. Thank you so much. Bye.